In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission, to bring freedom to everyone involved.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing a thing for the podcast.
Just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends Podcast.
Scott's checking his AARP membership real quick.
Still not approved.
Yeah, he's just getting an update on his diabetes level.
Hey, Wilford Brimley, you want to put the phone down?
No.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Diabetes.
Diabetes. That guy.
I quit.
Whoa, and Scott quits. What's up, everybody? I guess it's just 3 of us now and 1 fucking freeloader. We are the Freedom Friends Podcast. We used to have Scott Jensen. I don't know what the fuck happened
But
to
he
him.
just fucking quit.
Jazz Broom is here with me. The gorgeous John Simons, and I am Mikey
Thank
Fahey.
The talent.
Mikey the Talent Fahey, sorry. Welcome, everyone, to our program.
Where are we, Mike?
We're not even close to fucking live from Scott.
The Warfighter Tobacco Studios.
Boom. Look at that. That was a group effort.
Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream
In
work.
sunny San Antonio, Texas.
Hey!
Because of the team effort, I'm back in.
Yeah.
Which is just south of Austin, where the Yellow Rose is.
Yeah.
Got it out of the way.
And I will say that at least half of this podcast enjoys meat that they shot themselves, cooked on their Traeger grills.
Yes,
Damn
yes,
right.
that's also true.
And,
Traeger, give us money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also enjoy meat that was killed brutally in a slaughterhouse on my Traeger.
Yeah.
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 Pretty much just meat on your Traeger.
Yeah,
I
it was
think
like
it's
meat
you're just
on a
getting-
Traeger.
Yeah, I don't discriminate.
Very true.
And you know how I like to start my day? Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Because America runs on D.
Unkin.
Dunkin' Donuts.
There you go.
We'll have to work on that.
So anybody and everybody that we just said your names of,
Please give us money.
yeah, none of those are official sponsors of the podcast.
that's not true. Warfighter is an official sponsor. of the
Ah, yeah,
podcast.
that is true.
true.
That
Yeah.
is true.
That's not. So we are not sponsorless. We're just cashless.
We have 0 capital. So this is a little bit of a different routine for us. It's not Monday night.
It's
No.
not.
It's not Monday night. We threw a wrench. Not really a wrench.
Well, we have reasons though, and we
threw
have
a
reasons.
curveball. We
I
do
think
have reasons.
life threw wrenches, and we
Yeah.
Dodge them.
dodged, dive, dipped, and dodged.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
finally good at it because I have coaches.
But it's because
That's the secret.
I'm gonna be a Purple Heart coach,
there
and
it
I'm
is.
gonna coach people. Okay, you already got it once. I'm gonna coach you how to not do it again.
Yeah. If you can dodge a wrench, you
it's
can
just called,
dodge
like-
around.
Like squad leader, man.
Maybe they're not doing their job, so maybe they need like a civilian counterpart. You know,
I don't
like they need to
actually-
put a GS job
Did-
attached with the squad leader.
Did any
Just-
of us go through round dodging school? It's not a
Well,
class I went through.
they kind of
See,
teach. Well, they,
I'm creating something that's not even there.
that
I
would,
just
that
kept
would
being
be,
told that trust your body armor, it works.
No, that would be the cover and concealment class.
It does.
That's not dodging.
does.
That's putting something between me and the other thing.
Well, that's the principle behind it. I think.
Well, I, guess
mean-
that's probably part of the move piece of the move
Yeah.
shooting.
Here's the
Very true.
downfall of the dodging class, though. Your kind of final stage that you have to pass is literally a life or death stage. Like you either make it or fucking Timmy couldn't
We'll
dodge
call
that
it pass
well.
or fail.
You know,
We'll call it pass or fail.
It's a go. It's a go. No
Yeah,
go.
you're right.
station.
No
It's a
go
go,
at
no
this
go.
stage.
Yeah.
in
It's a
basic
go-no-go
training,
stage.
in basic training, you go through the under. You got to crawl, and they're shooting.
Yeah, they're
machine
shooting
guns over
20
you.
feet above you, though.
That's kind of to teach you.
Yeah, but
not
I could have
stand up
done.
and take one
I
in the
could have
melon.
done fucking up down goes underneath that fire.
I got a
and been
question.
Fine.
I got a question. Speaking of this, what's that called? When you go through basic and you go through the fucking where they're shooting over you,
It depends
It's
on.
just some kind of it's like a
whatever. But everybody
course
has to do
under
it,
fire
right?
or something, or
Yeah.
like obstacle
So-
course under fire or something.
You were a drill sergeant.
No, drill instructor. That's different.
You
And
were-
no, I
you were-
wasn't. I
you
went to
were-
drill instructor school. I was not a drill,
Oh,
you
drill instructor.
taught. Never
Well,
mind.
so
that
my
doesn't work
question
either.
was how
You played
high
privates.
are
He never,
those rounds?
He never taught anybody.
Like if
Huh?
somebody stood up, would you actually take one in the melon?
No, you wouldn't.
I think if you stand up over the berm,
It depends on
No.
where you go. I don't
Very
know how it
cleans.
is at Benning for y'all. I know that the course that they have, because we do that on Pendleton.
Yeah. They're running on an
It's a-
elevated platform that's like 20 feet above.
Is it 20 feet?
Ours
Yeah, and
isn't
it's on
that
like a
high.
T&E,
Our-
like
our-
15,
Because we did it
20
at
Ours
night.
isn't
and
that
we
high.
could
Ours
see
is
the
about-
tracers.
Oh yeah, I could too.
They-
but
they
I
looked-
Ours is
They
about
don't
10.
do it
It's
at
about the
that's
size.
what I'm
It's
saying
about
is,
as high as a
So
basketball
did you
court
clear a
above
berm?
you.
You had to
Yeah.
like go down the
Yeah.
berm.
you
and then
have
underneath
plenty
it?
of room. You can
Yeah,
stand up,
so-
put your arms up, and jump, and nothing's gonna touch.
Right. If once you cleared it and you were down like in the track,
Yeah.
but I from because a buddy of mine that actually was one of my drill sergeants I stayed in touch with after basic.
You
He
would be
said
that
that-
fucking asshole that's
Right.
friends with your hat.
Dude, Drill Sergeant Washington was a good dude. He was a super good dude. But he was a late cycle in.
Mine
No,
were
he
not
got
good
his
dudes.
letters. No, he cycled in. He was only there like our last 8 days
mean,
or
my-
something like that. Like so, he never even really got to be like my drill sergeant because that last week that you're there is
It's like admin week.
yeah. So I was talking to him
for
about that,
infantry.
and he said that the only danger point in that whole exercise is like right where you're supposed to like roll over that berm and like slide down to the bottom and shit. Right there, like if you were to stand up right there, that's kind of a sketch mode, like right in there. So, but other than that, yeah, you're way too far away. He's exactly right. Like even like the 6+ guys here could like stand up and jump. So
These guys.
well, fucking share with the class. What
You
the
could do that.
fuck are you guys doing?
No, this dude.
Oh yeah, you could do that.
I follow this dude on social media for a while. This dude's got a pretty epic beard, and all he does is fucking. I
Just
don't
get
know
off
what he
Instagram
really does
while
for
we're
a
at work,
living, but he
man.
just
We're
smokes
working.
cigars and
We're,
drinks
we're,
whiskey.
we're like at work right now. What
It's
are you
like
doing?
kind of like me. What?
Why are you on Instagram at work?
Get off your fucking
Oh, I
Instagram.
fucking totally
Checking
checked
those
out of whatever you guys were
Jesus
talking about.
I hate all of you.
Jesus Christ.
So I had a drill sergeant show up to. I was in Bravo Company at the time. He showed up to Charlie Company, and I avoided this motherfucker like the plague. Drill Sergeant Durham showed up, and I seen his truck. It was a really nice older Ford F-150 or 250, black and tan or like gray, really cool looking. He had it when he was a drill sergeant, and I seen that truck show up. I'm like, no. So yeah, I was not friends with my drill sergeants.
Drill Sergeant
Even after the
Washington,
fact, I probably could have been. I didn't want to push the envelope.
I ran into a drill instructor of mine at the time. It was Sergeant Catalan when he was my drill instructor. And then I saw him when I was in Sergeant's course a few years later. He was a staff sergeant, and I saw him in the chow hall, and he was like, holy fuck, what's up? And he was okay. He was cool. He was a fucking maniac as a drill instructor. But he was like, oh, fuck, you're already a sergeant, because I picked up pretty quick. And he was like, that's fucking good to go, da-da-da. And he was cool. And then right before I retired, I'm walking through the PX parking lot on Quantico, Virginia. And he drives by me. It's like right when the PX is open. It's like early, like 6 a.m. And this car drives by in the parking lot. And I'm like, I think that was my drill instructor. And I'm with like 3 or 4 of my Marines, younger guys. And they're like, bullshit, you're old as fuck. That's not your drill instructor.
that guy died or retired. No.
And sure as fuck, Sergeant Major Catalan comes walking up. And I was like, Sergeant Major, what's up? And he looked at me and was like, oh, fuck, man, you're still around? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, still staff sergeant, huh? And I was like, don't pick up gunny when you choke slam a warrant officer. I don't know what to tell you. And he's like, yeah, shit happens. So,
There you go.
he's like, yeah, man, I'm retiring in a couple months. And he was like, oh, that's fucking great. And we were bullshitting. And yeah, he's turned out to be a real good dude. But at the time, I was
they're
like,
not bad. They can turn it off and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But the only
at the
reason it
time,
worked
he
out
was
with
a
that one drill
fucking
sergeant was
maniac.
he cycled in so late
Yeah.
that there wasn't like. By the time he got there, like we were through all the shit, so it was that whole like.
So about 3/4 of the way through my basic training, we were doing just a regular first standard PT test, and our basic training company XO had to do the PT test with us. I don't know if that was just how it happened, or if they made him do it with all the fucking brand new privates in the basic training class to prove a fucking point, because this dude was fat as fuck, right? And this was like his 3rd or 4th time failing a PT test, and he did it in front of the entire company.
Dude, that's
of
just
fucking privates.
that's
And
not
mind you,
professional.
We did not see him after that.
No, that's how
Ever.
you get fired.
But I think it was like, I don't know. It taught me a lot about officers moving forward.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
So I turned down my last PT test. I was in Iraq. I was going home on block leave my 2nd time. This was right after earned my Article 15, and I knew I was getting out.
You guys get leave in the middle of deployments. It still freaks me the fuck
Well, that's
out.
because we do
yeah, we
year-long
actually do
deployments.
deployments.
Yeah, it's just
How
weird
long
to
of
me.
deployments do you guys do?
But how long are we supposed to do? 7 months. How long do we end up being there? That's a different story.
I want to point out that second answer he gave actually didn't come with a timeline. He's like, we're supposed to be there 7, but sometimes it can be longer. Wait, we can get extended to there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's like I've never been. I've never been on a deployment that lasted the amount of time it was supposed
Our
to.
first deployment,
Okay,
they're like,
hold on,
you guys.
hold on. I just have a question for everybody. Has anybody ever done anything with the military that actually functioned on the timeline the military told you it was going to function on?
Yes.
No. Have you?
Yes.
Yeah, a boot camp.
No. My my terminal leave started the day it was supposed to. That was it. That was it.
Mine too.
That
Mine
was the
too.
Right when
only
you were supposed to.
even my basic
Perfect.
training. I was
Mine
supposed
too.
to start August 15th. I didn't end up going like 2.5 weeks later.
So I'm gonna go back to my
I was in
story.
reception.
Did you sit in MEPS for like ever?
No, I was in reception at Benning for fucking.
Oh,
3
really?
weeks, and they're
Improv?
like, oh, now you
Yeah,
get to go. I'm like, fuck
fucking
you.
hell.
So I'm in Iraq.
Hanging out in your fucking
I get pulled off
marshmallow
of
suit.
what like actual work we were doing. I go to like the main company area, and all I have is a set of BDUs or whatever the fuck we were wearing at the time,
DCUs.
ACUs, and
Oh.
and my go bag. I didn't have PTs with me. Like, I'm going on leave. Like, why would I bring PTs, right? So I show up there and they're like, oh, you need to do a PT test. I know that I'm going to go back early. So I have like 2 more months in the Army in Iraq before I go back and I start terminal leave. So I'm just like, it's 120 degrees out and it's like talcum powder where we are. And what good is it going to do me to take this PT test? Like, just go ahead and mark me down as a fail on all of the categories.
And I'll retest in 6 months.
Yeah, and I'm going to go on leave. And I got talked to by the CO at the time, and he's like, I cannot believe you're refusing to do this PT test. Sir, I'm not refusing. Go ahead and fail me. Mark me down as zeros, because I'm getting the fuck out of this Army.
Was
Yeah.
was this before or after the Article 15 of
After.
the V device?
After the Article 15 of the V device,
Okay.
I truly knew I was getting out, and I only had like a matter of months left, right? So I'm like, no, I'm done,
You
And,
should've just,
they
you
were
just
making you guys
should have
do
just gone
PT
to the front
tests
leaning rest
in
and then
Iraq?
just like
Oh, yeah.
put your knee down.
Oh, yeah.
And just been like,
Even on our first
Oh.
deployment, it's literally 03. And they're like, oh, yeah, boys, next week we're doing PT tests for everyone.
yeah.
We're in fucking Iraq. People are shooting at us.
That is the stupidest shit I've ever fucking heard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, we have like combat.
We still
like,
had to do
waivers.
we had to do fucking paper
You-
counseling statements,
you get-
monthly counseling statements for our troops.
The
You get
cool
wavered for
thing
all that
was,
shit,
I
like,
found
during
out
combat.
after the fact that I traded my PT test score for my ETS award.
That's worth it.
Yeah, fuck it, I didn't care.
Totally fucking
So,
worth it.
10 years in the Army, not even to get out of the Army award. But that's cool. So
You know what? I did 15. I didn't get one either.
Yeah.
They offered me a Navy Achievement Medal, which
Yeah.
is like your guys' is like
ARCOM?
no, below that.
Army
AAM.
Like your
Yeah.
AAM.
They
offered
have
me
the NAM. We have the
they
AAM.
offered they offered
It's
me
the
a
same
NAM,
thing.
and which would have been my 5th award NAM.
Yeah.
And I just looked at my colonel. I was like, sir, if you give me a NAM after 15 years in this Marine Corps, when I already have a V on my chest,
Yeah.
I was like, I will turn around and pin it to the fucking corporal in the color guard in front of God and country. And he was just like, so you don't want it? I'm like, no, I don't fucking want it. And I was just like, that is the biggest fucking insult. I think you're a piece of shit. Frank,
Redacted.
You ever see this? You go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
you
fuck
fucking
you,
garbage
fuck
trash.
you, Frank.
Fucking Frank.
Piece of shit.
Let me
Worst
tell you-
fucking officer I ever fucking dealt with in 15 plus years. You fucking suck. If I see you on the street, I'm fucking you up.
let me tell
That's
you about
it.
the ARCOM. Let me tell you about
what
the
he said.
ARCOM I got. So I went through.
You're not a freedom friend.
So I went through SODIC.
Sir.
I went through
Sir.
I went through SODIC, got top shot in honor grad, got asked to be an instructor at SODIC with 5th group, and I found out a year later.
I liked that show.
I found out a year later that I had gotten an ARCOM
Top
for
shot?
getting top shot in honor grad. Never once was it pinned to me or given to me.
Yeah.
It was just in my fucking.
Just showed up.
Just showed up.
like, you get your
I,
DQ over it, and
I,
you're
had-
like,
I literally had to go.
hey, Justin, I'm going to need you to beep out the last name of that officer just in case.
Fuck you, Frank.
He's the kind of bitch that would like sue us for libel or something, or like sue us for slander or something.
However, no. Can't sue us for slander. Here's why. You didn't actually say anything that was detrimental to his character. You expressed a personal opinion based on an interaction. You did not put forth untrue or improper information to his conduct that would actually damage his character.
For
so
any-
we are not slander.
For any of you out
Okay,
there
good.
who need
fuck
some
you, Frank.
some
Fuck you, Frank.
for any of you out there who need some legal advice, Jazz is our barracks lawyer.
Can that be
and
a
he charges about
Can that be a
$25 an
t-shirt?
hour.
Yeah.
Can that be a shirt? Fuck you, Frank. The Freedom
you,
Friends podcast.
Frank.
But just fuck you, sir. I think that'll just
Fuck
cover
you,
all
sir,
of
is
it.
pretty solid.
Fuck you, sir's pretty
Yeah.
good.
No, so I was in 5 years.
Yeah.
Deployment to Iraq. I made E5 in 3 years in like a month. And I got one award the entire time I was in the military, an Archon with a V device. And
Yeah.
it was because of my rank. If I had a more rank, I would have got a Bronze Star with a V device.
Yep. Oh yeah.
If you had been E6.
My ETS award, they tried to give me an Article 15. Yeah, literally pulled me in the first sergeant's office. First sergeant's like, are you serious? He's clearing. Like, what are you trying? Oh, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you know what? Do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'll be sitting at a pool in Arizona. Forward me what I need to sign there. Like, I don't give a fuck. But that was it. So everyone's like, oh. This is funny.
Well, like, so I
Big
got
green
written
weenie.
up. I got written up for a Bronze Star with a V.
Yeah.
But because I was only a sergeant, same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
And they literally said, well, he's just a sergeant. So that's why I got a com.
the cool
So
thing
we
Which
got-
was,
I don't give a fuck.
There's four
fuck
guys
awards,
in
but-
our platoon that got the Bronze Stars of V's.
Yeah.
No, I think there's 5 guys in our platoon that got Bronze Stars of V's.
They probably should have been fucking Silver Stars.
One guy deserved it.
Yeah.
The other 5 just happened to be E6s.
Yeah. See, that shit fucking.
That's it.
Like, dude,
sorry if we're hurting feelings, but
like the,
Yeah,
the,
no offense to the guys that got him. No
the
offense.
Army.
But it's just
it's
the
the
system
Army.
is
Yeah,
fucked.
the system's fucked.
The Army has fucking cheapened the Bronze Star Award. And I say that because I live here in San Antonio.
How many license plates do you
my
see around?
They're
Fucking
fucking
God.
everywhere. And I'm
Our-
like, man, we got a lot of heroes in this motherfucker. And I'm like,
Our PAC NCO, who does the paperwork shit for the awards, got an award for writing the awards.
Yeah.
He got a Bronze Star for fucking.
My favorite one, my favorite license plate around
craziness.
town, and I've started saying it to my wife and stuff when I see them, but I'll see the fucking license plate. It'll say meritorious service, and it has the fucking medal on it. I'm like, look, a retired officer. And she's like, how do you know? And I'm like, because that MSM is the
MSM.
default
Or
an
s-
officer retired
or
award.
like EA E9.
Yeah.
What's,
Senior
the, what's
enlisted.
the Legion of Merit one? I see that all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. No, I was looking at the plates. I might do because my only awards are Arcom with the V device. They actually have a plate that's Arcom with the V device, and there's only like
Nuh-uh.
25 of them
They
that
have
have
a,
been released in Texas. And I'm like, I might actually get
I
that.
looked for the National Defense Service
yeah,
ribbon.
That would be
Isn't
so
that what we heard?
awesome.
They didn't make an NDSM one? Because I would totally get an
They
NDSM
made one, but
They,
it
they
was
have the
for-
Iraqi campaign medal one, which I think is kind of funny.
No, but the National Defense Service ribbon, like when you sign up on basic and they hand you your uniform
The fucking
before
rainbow
you
ribbon.
even start, they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, you have to wear this too because you signed up."
Yeah.
Because you signed up.
Yeah, I
That's
didn't,
what-
literally-
I didn't get that in boot camp.
As soon as you...
No,
So,
well, it's an Army thing.
Yeah.
So-
well, you guys get the little rainbow one.
and you get the
No,
NDSM.
it's
No, it's
Red,
red
yellow.
and yellow.
It's red and yellow.
Any
There's the
fucking
rainbow
boot
ribbon.
No, not
camp
the, not the,
shirt.
not the,
There's
not
the
the-
rainbow ribbon, and then there's the NDSM.
No, I
What's
know.
the
We all
rainbow?
get the national defense, but I'm talking about like what's the rainbow one you guys get out
That's
of boot camp?
the...
That's
what
after
is
you
that?
get fucked in boot camp.
That's like for
Yeah.
the boot camp butt sex.
That's
Yeah.
that's the big green weenie has fucked you in the ass. So here's your pride rainbow.
No,
Yeah.
I don't remember what the rainbow one is.
No offense to any of our pride listeners, but that
Yeah.
ribbon's fucking stupid.
Yes. Like
See, this dude boot as fuck.
Yeah, 2 ribbons.
That no,
he's,
only
he's
one.
only got one.
Oh, that's the one they give you just for signing up in the fucking.
Oh, that's
Army.
Well,
the
yeah.
basic
Well,
ribbon.
that's for
The
signing
National
up.
Defense
That's
Service.
Yeah, that's
national
the
defense.
national defense.
That's-
That's what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
we all
That's
get
the
that.
one I want the license plate for.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
The signed to the
Just fucking-
contract.
And then have it like read. It was like it's like the national defense one to thank me for my service.
Or all you do is you have that, and then your license plate is just like you're welcome.
So fresh out of boot camp, you get the Army Service Ribbon and
There
the
it is.
That's
National
the rainbow
Defense
one.
That's the
Service
rainbow one.
So
The
the
rainbow
Army
one is
service.
the Army service, the ASR.
That's
the
upon
Armed Service
that's
ribbon.
upon graduation of
But you have to
basic.
graduate for that one. You
Yeah.
get
Right,
the NDSM if you just fucking like
You sign up. You don't have to. You don't have to go to basic.
yeah.
And you get that.
just get the ribbon. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I remember when I finally got that one, it was dated as for 9/11. Like so, I got it like retroactive,
Yeah.
like retrograded
Oh
back
yeah,
to
because
9/11.
they authorized it for everybody
Yeah,
after 9/11.
yeah. Because pre 9/11, we didn't get that shit. Like I graduated boot camp with a shooting badge. That's all I had. I had fucking nothing.
Well, which one? The National Defense Service?
Yeah.
No, I got that one.
Yeah?
And I went way before 9/11.
Oh, I know.
For
Grandpa.
national defense.
I know. Yeah.
When
No,
did you
I
go
thought they
in?
backed up the
97?
no, they backed up the GWAT medal
Yeah.
all the way to 9/11.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Because
They
I
backed
got
up the GWAT medal.
I got my fucking shit
well,
for 9/11.
well, hold on. Let's
I know
find
that.
out because we have a young buck in the room
Yeah.
or whatever. Did you get the GWAT?
We're
Like,
talking.
right away?
We're talking to Justin right now, our producer. He just he's been what? How many years?
GWAT
3
service,
years?
right?
5 years?
Because you wouldn't get. They don't give out the GWAT Expeditionary anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't-
Well,
We
I
got that one for like OF1.
Yeah.
Yeah. OF1,
But I
OF2
think that just
got
the
that.
Global War on Terrorism ribbon.
Yeah, the
You got if you just serve.
30 days,
It's
30
funny.
days like post training or something. You
You
get that
can,
one.
you
Yeah.
can tell how long we've all been out and how we're talking about this.
Yeah.
Nobody knows or cares.
Nobody
fucking
what the
cares.
fuck ever.
We're just like, yeah, fuck it, whatever.
Why are we talking about awards, man?
I don't know.
Fucking.
I was literally gonna say
I
this has gotten fucking stupid.
I think
This is
I think
dumb.
we were just talking about
We
a broken
literally
system, and then we
sound
just
like-
went
Yeah.
way down that
Boys.
rabbit hole.
literally sound like 4 old men.
What are we
fucking
drinking?
sitting
What are we
around
drinking?
Complaining.
What are we fucking drinking?
What are we drinking?
Mikey, let us know because we came up with a great idea and you
Yeah,
shot it down.
All right, so Jazz and I show up today,
Vaginas.
and these two fucks tried to make us drink felony juice, a.k.a. tequila.
Yeah.
And we just don't play that because
Bad decisions in a
the
bottle.
last
man.
time I did it, I woke up in jail naked, and Jazz woke up in somebody's fucking front yard, I believe,
wearing nothing but a poncho.
wearing a poncho that you had
tears.
driven a fucking golf cart to.
I stole a golf cart and drove that bitch like 8 miles away.
Yeah, right? Like so you and I have learned our lesson on this shit.
Yeah, don't
We
drink
don't
this shit.
fuck with it.
So normally after about a half bottle of tequila, I end up with one sock, not on my foot,
On your dick.
and a light coat of CLP. So maybe I was just trying to have a good night tonight. Boys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
well-
shot it down.
Hey, man,
I expected this from
First
Jazz,
of all, I'm not your
from you,
dad.
Mikey.
All right, I'm not your dad. Jazz isn't your dad. You guys can
Yeah, you
drink
do whatever
the
the
fuck
fuck you
out of
want.
that
I
and
want you
then
guys
spit
to
each other's
enjoy it.
buttholes,
You're,
as far as I'm
you're
sure.
a freedom
That's
friends.
like-
I figured. Fuck
That's like
it.
I don't do shots.
Yeah,
And Mikey has witnessed the reason that I don't do fucking shots.
Yeah, we
Well, I
won't
wasn't
talk about
asking
it.
you to do shots.
What do you mean that's not true?
well, I've seen him do shots.
He shouldn't. he
That's
shouldn't
what we're
do
talking
that.
That's
about.
an example of why I shouldn't do
The
shots.
night we're talking about the
yeah,
night before
see,
you
he
got
does
married.
shots, he gets married. Fuck.
Shit's bad.
But so tonight I was like looking at our plethora of open bottles that we still have left
Right.
over from like all the drinks that we've
From
made,
the summer.
basically from the summer.
Oh, this
and
vodka was from going to the river last year.
oh, is that what this is from? I thought I brought this one in, or did we
I
finish
don't know.
that bottle? That I brought?
They all look the
What,
same.
like vodka goes bad?
It's true. Yeah, it's fine. Anyways, so we had a little Svedka. If you'd like to give us money, we'll take it. We had a little Svedka vodka.
Or whatever overarching overlord company that owns Fedco
Yeah.
that wants to give us money, we'll take that too.
And
I don't give a shit. We're
Actually,
cheap.
if it's a booze company, we don't need your money. We need your booze.
yeah, that's true.
it.
You can sponsor us with booze.
I had a goal about sponsorships. So we have you guys, right?
Yeah.
If we can get somebody in the shooting industry to sponsor the show,
I can
and then a
maybe make
liquor
that work.
company steps in,
Oh Jesus.
we'd have the full ATF.
We have
on the show.
ATF.
Why don't we just get the ATF to? Never mind.
No.
Yeah, let's not do that.
I could maybe make that happen.
And then
we have enough connections. I mean, maybe we can have the NFA branch of the ATF. Hook us up. So, like, use code Freedom Friends on your Form 4, and it cuts off 2 months.
Holy shit! Do you know how many silencer companies would fucking
Dude,
sponsor
no
us at
shit,
that point? They'd be like, "Oh fuck, you're about
I'm
to
gonna
speed
start
up the
making some
system."
phone calls.
So Scott drinks this monster that's Monster Mule.
Yeah, it's pretty new and
It's
it's kind of delicious.
Delicious. It tastes like ginger beer, but it's a monster. You know, it's pretty awesome. So we just kind of threw
So
that
we
on
did a
some ice
brilliant
with
thing
some.
and
Yeah.
decided to make a fucking cocktail out of it.
Let's mix uppers
Yeah.
and downers, boys.
So now this is an energy drink with vodka in it.
Back
Never
east, it's
been
a
done
bomb.
before.
It's a bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back east, it's a bomb. This would be like a mule bomb or
a
something.
muley bomb.
Yeah. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like Red Bull gets mixed with an awful lot of shit too. But
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
So that's what we're drinking, at least for now.
And yeah, for our first. And
It's
then,
pretty good.
And then
I'm not
then-
mad at it.
And then
Well,
John and
after
I are
this-
going to switch to tequila.
After this, I'll be switching to rum because I'm not switching to fucking tequila. That shit's not
I'm
gonna
with you on that.
I'm switching to a 175 of Agavales plastic bottled tequila,
Yeah. Plastic bottle, screw
which was
cap
also
tequila.
voted.
Let me just illustrate this.
Yeah, that's the bottle.
You know why? Because a lot of people who drink tequila end up fucking breaking.
yeah,
shit.
you don't want to.
They know their
Yeah.
customers.
I can
So there's a
fucking-
reason that it shouldn't come in a
I
1.5.
don't want to play that game yet.
Fuck.
If we drop it and bust tequila all over the floor, I'm
fucking
gonna be
bad
pissed.
idea.
But no,
Oh,
I guess it got
great.
to 2018. I guess this got voted like #1 tequila or some shit.
No, it was probably the #1 selling because that's probably everybody's well tequila.
Nah, fuck it, whatever.
Some of us may never.
I
know.
drank it before and it was good. That's all I know.
Look,
Number
man.
1 tequila by Bums.
You're
Hey,
good.
what do you think Patron's a good tequila?
No.
No.
It's
Okay.
a shit tequila.
Okay.
No,
You guys know
shit.
who owns it?
Paul Mitchell.
Okay.
Yeah.
The hair guy?
Yeah. That's it used to be really fucking good. Now Paul Mitchell bought it.
Yeah, then
And
the
now
hairdresser
they're not even
fucking-
close to being on a top tequila list anywhere anymore.
That's because they sit around and have those corporate meetings about how can we save $1.
No, it's because I'm pretty sure
No.
the base
Dip
of
their balls in
Patron and the
cocaine
base
and
of their
shit.
shampoo
They're-
is exactly the same.
They're like so Patron now that they're owned by Paul Mitchell is like a majority of a lot of companies that are out there, right? They're a very, very, very well marketed,
Yeah, shit.
shitty fucking company.
So what's this episode airing?
When?
When's this one come out?
We don't know. This is our spare episode.
Monday.
No.
No,
Oh, it come out Tuesday.
come out
Come out
Tuesday.
So,
So,
No.
while you were listening to this, we'll actually be somewhere.
God
No,
damn it.
this will
Yeah.
come out Tuesday.
I don't want.
I don't know what Tuesday, but it'll come out on Tuesday.
Yeah, you're right.
This
yeah,
will be a Tuesday.
yeah,
So
we will
we are
be in
either- By the time you listen to this, we are either back from
or heading
going
to
or no, we are either back from or are at
SHOT Show.
SHOT Show 2020.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how do we want to play this? Do we
Well,
want to play it like we're at SHOT Show right now?
No.
Oh, boys, we're in. Just kidding.
We're not gonna do that. That would just be silly.
I was hoping the next podcast to be able to talk about the McGregor Cowboy fight.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
no, so this episode definitely doesn't fucking work.
No, it doesn't.
I'd love to be able to. I wish we could like see that fight now and talk about it to
Yeah.
save this recording for like after the fight happens.
Well, that's why I got the bottle of Proper 12 we were going to drink. To
Well, if I
celebrate
would have
this.
knew
No,
the
what we-
outcome, I'd
what
go
we-
bet in Vegas.
Can do is that we could have a small discussion as a lead up to the fact that fight is going to happen
Yeah.
on this episode as like a prediction.
Well, that's
And then
not bad.
we'll see if we're correct or not.
Okay, who wants to?
I'm going to preface this by saying that I do not watch MMA, nor have I followed this at all. The only thing I have seen about that is Cowboy apparently showing up into the locker room, like knowing he was going to fight McGregor, like in a however long, and like they both had fights that night, and he just shows up in the locker room. He's like, "It's fucking cold out there, isn't it?" And like was just like talking, like
Yeah.
just shooting the shit
Well,
with
if
McGregor,
you-
and then just like walked out.
So if you've watched like the weigh-ins and shit of any of the previous McGregor fights, the little Irishman is batshit crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like
And,
they
uh,
always,
yeah.
his weigh-ins always look like they're about to fight on the stage.
And
Yeah, yeah.
this one, the press going up to it, they've been super cordial with each other. And I think it's because, one, Cowboy's probably a really good dude. And it's hard to
He
really...
seems like a good
He's
dude.
a fucking
Yeah.
great. Have you watched
Cowboys'
any of his
weigh-ins
previous
have
stuff?
all been
He seems like a
super
good
cordial.
dude.
Like he goes up
Yeah.
there and he like
Awesome
shakes
dude.
their hand. He's like,
Yeah.
"All right, what are we doing? Stupid fist
Donald
thing? All right, let's
Cowboy
fucking
Cerrone.
like
yeah.
So it's awfully hard to talk mad shit against somebody that's just a cool dude.
Yeah, somebody
You
who's
know,
just
so
nice.
That,
Yeah.
I think McGregor might be worried that, if he talks...
I think it's also hard to talk shit against somebody that's gonna
you're
fuck
probably
you up.
going to lose.
Yeah. So,
Like-
so we talked about this at the last recording, and because I knew you guys wanted to talk about it, I decided that I would go and like do some sort of fucking homework. Now, from my background, I looked far more at like kind of the psychological profiling of each fighter
Right.
versus like the actual like ring
Well,
performance.
which McGregor is fucking great at getting
Yeah.
in the head.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but looking at it,
Look what he
the
did to
one
the
thing that
Russians.
actually struck me was that Cowboy. One, he's just calm, like all the fucking time. Like
Yeah.
he's just super
Even
mellow,
when
super
he's
cordial.
fighting.
Even when he's fighting, he's just
Yeah.
like he's super
He's,
calm
you
and
can tell
whatever.
he's thinking.
Yes.
It's fucking
And
impressive.
like
I
his
like
weigh-ins,
that.
he's like super calm. Like
Like, that's a
he's
street
always just
fighter,
shaking
dude.
everybody's
It's not-
hands.
That's a
and
kid
stuff
who's
like
been in
that.
so
Well,
many
he's not
fights. It's
making
like,
emotional decisions in the ring.
Then the other
Yeah.
thing that hit
They're
me is,
calculated.
as I was looking at it, and he had like 2 major fights within like 15 days of each other. And even at like the second fight in that 15-day window, he didn't look like any different than the fight from 15
Yeah.
days prior.
yeah.
And I don't know, I'm going to assume that most of the people that listen to this podcast have probably been in a fight at some point. And none of us fight at that level.
No.
Fighting fucking sucks. Like, you can whoop somebody's ass, and at least a couple weeks afterwards, you're still like, God damn it. Like,
that brings me to a very, very, very good point, and I can't believe we've made it this many episodes and never really talked about it. I feel that every single person in the entire world, man, woman, doesn't matter, needs to get punched in the face at least one time in their life.
I agree
Yeah.
with that. I agree with
Like
that.
not like a little, I just got hit.
No, like fucking-
straight the fucking
you need
clock
you
in
need
the
to
face,
get you need to get fucking
bell rung,
like-
like whoa.
It-
like
it might
yeah,
not even-
borderline
I mean,
catching CTE. Fucking like you need to
get
know that
hit
you've been
at
hit.
least once where you just go, what the fuck
It
just
might
happened?
not even
Yeah.
be that you need to get punched in the face. It might be that you are in a situation where you truly don't know if you're going to walk out of that unscathed
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
completely fucked
It'll tell
up.
you something
Yeah.
about yourself.
It really
Yeah,
fucking
it'll
Yeah,
tell you
you'll
something about
you'll learn
yourself.
some shit real quick.
And that was the thing, is that he was just so controlled, and that was 2 fights, major fights. We're not talking about like a sparring match
So
or
this
something.
it
We're
was
talking
like
about
it was like the contender fight and then like a fucking like a title fight or
yeah,
something. They
like
were like
within
close.
like 15 days of
Yeah,
each
they were
other.
close.
And he looked just as fresh 15 days later as he did after the first one. But the walkout, the weigh-in, the locker room, like everything with him was just so like, yep, we're good. And
Yeah.
it was just like,
Yeah.
that's
Who's the dude that takes selfies and shit at the stare downs?
I don't know.
Who is
but-
that guy? Like,
oh yeah,
you know what I'm
but
talking
he'll
about?
go to
He's
do
also-
it and then he'll like break the phone.
No,
out.
he's the same dude that like brought a pizza,
Yeah.
right? And he's like getting like eating a slice of pizza and hands it to the guy who's about to fight, and the guy's like, well, we already did weigh-ins. Might as well go."
Yeah, like
That's the dude that's like,
I fucking love that guy.
That guy's my hero.
Cowboy with all of this, McGregor's all about the hype and he's all about the like how amazing he's gonna do and whatever.
Connor's about the style, baby.
Yeah, but McGregor though, he's got a thing, and he said this in I don't remember what I was watching, where he's like, he will visualize how he's gonna win that fight, and like the combo, a punch he needs to throw, and he'll like call it like this is what I'm gonna do, and sure enough, like that's how it fucking ends.
Yeah.
Like he visualizes it, and then
No,
it
I'm not
just
saying he's not a
happens.
good
No, it's very,
tactician,
very impressive.
but it's really hard to get a formulated plan or even expose a weakness into somebody that just doesn't shake. Like when it's just that when you're just looking at it going like, son of a bitch, this
Yeah.
dude's like it. Cowboy kind of has this Lebowski thing going on where he's just kind of
that's
like
just your opinion, man.
yeah, he's just, like, he's just looking at the whole thing just
The dude.
like when they're sitting there like ready to beat the fuck out of him, they're like, it's my fucking rug, man.
Yeah.
Like there's just no, it's not there. And then as soon as you put him in the ring, he's just as calm. And you got to be worried about somebody that's that fucking calm in a fight.
Yeah.
Like, that's the dude you really got to watch out for because he's not going to allow emotion or excitement to let him make mistakes.
Yeah. No, he's calculated. He's
Typically,
calm.
strength in a fight comes from waiting for the mistake
Like
or exposing a weakness and then capitalizing, and he's just kind of doesn't
Yeah.
give you that read.
I've always said this because I got taught it at a very young age, like going up through like martial arts and like training and stuff.
McNap with cheese.
I've always been taught that fighting. You want to fucking mute Jazz real quick? Thank you.
I didn't even say it. I was gonna bring up a figure 4 joke.
Fucking
like on the show.
that fighting is a thinking man's game. It's really about thinking, and it seems to me like Cowboy is always thinking when he's in the octagon. You know what I mean? He's always like because he's so calm, you can almost see the wheels turning.
Yeah, he's like thinking about the next episode of Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
like, he's
right,
just, like,
right.
fucking, he's just so
It's
just
like that
man,
meme
it's
where
like-
the chick and the dude are laying in bed, and she's like, "I wonder if she's
Yeah, I bet you was thinking about other
women."
girls.
And he's like, "I wonder if I did a right hook instead of a right cross."
Yeah, right. And that's what I always.
Why didn't he take my pizza?
But alternatively, when you listen to Connor talk, like he's a master of his craft.
He doesn't give
Oh,
a
yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
But like when he actually gets serious, when he's not trying to fucking hype up shit, because he hypes up shit for making money.
The one
purposes.
thing
Straight
that I
up,
do
though?
like
Good
about
at it.
Like-
I want a copy of that fuck you suit.
yeah.
Oh,
The
fuck
one,
yeah, yeah.
the one thing I do
when
like
he fought
about
fucking
Conor-
Mayweather,
Yeah, the
that was
fuck you
fucking
suit.
amazing.
The fuck you pinstripes. It
Yeah.
was so good.
Okay, actually, the Mayweather fight brings up the other thing I like about him. But the one thing I like about Connor is he's literally there's been countless fights where he predicts exactly how it's going to end.
I just
and then
talked
you
about
just
that.
sorry, I
Yeah.
grabbed
and
more
it
cigars.
literally does that.
I appreciate you backfilling for everybody
My-
because I think you realize like fuck everybody's cigar's almost gone.
Yeah, well, I powered through a double Corona, and I'm looking around. I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck me, okay.
yeah.
But the other thing is when he fought Mayweather, that fucking Irish dude that did that little song.
Yeah.
Oh,
that-
yeah.
I can't remember his name or how the song goes, but that was a fucking great song.
Yeah,
Like the fight was boring. The Mayweather McGregor fight was I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but it was
it
fucking,
was boring.
You can't if you're
was
gonna
boring.
cross boxing and MMA,
it's gonna be boring.
do it 100% one way.
Yeah.
So put it in a boxing ring, or do it 100% MMA with fucking grappling.
But if
and
I
the whole nine.
recall
Yeah.
correctly,
Well, that's what they did.
But if I
No, they
no, no,
didn't.
no, no.
There's no kicks. There's no elbows.
If I
couldn't take him
recall
down.
correctly, the
It was
original
boxing.
agreement
Was
the,
if
the one
they
that
did
McGregor
one,
put forward was
and then they would do another one.
I'll fight you if you come fight me. Like
Yeah.
I'll box with you if you come do MMA, and Mayweather wouldn't do it. And McGregor was like, "Well, fuck it, I'll still box you."
You fucking
Like,
blame him though? Mayweather would get
get fucking
murdered. All right.
So I
fucking
mean, because the thing
murdered.
is that Mayweather is, again, he
We good,
knows his
Justin?
he knows his craft.
Justin,
but-
we good? Okay.
But
There's one thing to
but
say
he is
that-
also a very boring boxer to watch
There's one thing to say
Yeah.
that I'm a
because he's very very defensive, And
there's one thing to say that I'm a better boxer than you are.
yeah.
There's a whole another thing to say that I'm a better fighter than you are.
Agreed.
If you're only a master of one style,
Right.
and you say I'm a better fighter than you if we only practice this one style.
And that was my thing with the whole Mayweather-McGregor fight was, if anybody was shocked that Mayweather won a boxing match against
One
McGregor,
of the greatest
like-
fucking boxers of all time.
I would venture to say
Yeah.
pound for pound, the greatest.
right?
Yeah.
I'll give you greatest for his weight class.
Yeah.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
No, I don't think that's disputed by anybody.
Yeah. I mean,
no, I don't think anybody's disputing that. So yes, you were going to dominate a boxing match. The fact that McGregor went the distance,
I think Pacquiao beat him. I still disagree with that fight, though.
I just like watching Pacquiao fight.
Me too.
Pacquiao Mayweather.
Yeah, I think Pacquiao beat him.
but
Like, I think Mayweather ran the whole fucking time.
I just hate that. So that brings
But
me
he
back
did
to
in the
thing,
McGregor fight
like,
too.
I grew
Yeah.
up,
He ran and let McGregor wear himself out. I was still impressed that McGregor went the distance.
I grew up
That
playing-
was impressive, but it was
Yeah.
still a boring fight.
I grew up playing hockey, right? Where there's a scoreboard and there's a very clear way to know if you won or not.
There's no opinion.
Did the puck cross the opposite line of the goal?
yeah.
More times than they did it on yours.
Yeah.
It's
That's
a very clear cut.
That's why everybody just needs to fight to the death, because then it's no
Well, that's
question.
it. It's okay. Five-minute
Blood
rounds.
sports.
right?
you either
whatever.
tap the fuck
I
out
think
or
no. I
die.
think we need to go back to like old school fucking
But no,
like
I
New
think
York
it's-
illegal boxing, where it was just like you just went as many rounds as it took for
Well, that's
somebody
the
just to
thing.
get knocked the
we,
fuck out.
We have five-minute rounds that we're going to judge you on. And if nobody gets knocked out besides them, the judging doesn't fucking matter anyways. And we're
Yeah.
still going
You
to
both
fucking
lose.
go until somebody gets
you
knocked
both
the
lose,
fuck
and you're
out.
not getting paid for putting on a boring fight.
Yeah. Like, oh, well, go to the scorecard. Fuck you, bro. Go,
Yeah.
get back out there.
Fuck you
You're
and
not
your
done
scorecard.
yet.
Look, if you're out here giving a fucking interview immediately following the fight on how well the fucking fight went, and both of you were giving that interview, you didn't fucking fight. You danced around for fucking 25 minutes. Like, fucking.
So,
I want you to
But
come out there and be
both
like,
people got paid, right?
well, I think, I just fucking, I don't think. It's like, yep, all right, you got the shit knocked out of you.
So
But when they're
Jess-
both out there fucking ready to go again,
who's your prediction?
all right,
And as you said you're not a big
I'm not a big
MMA
MMA
guy,
fan.
but
The appreciation of the show, I want McGregor to take it.
okay.
From a personality profiling standpoint, I think Cowboy is far more in McGregor's head
Yeah.
than McGregor is in Cowboy's, and I think that is going to be the breakover point. I think Cowboy is a legitimate threat, and I if he can keep that calm and ignore all of the hype that's going on around it, which he's very good at doing, and
Yeah.
McGregor tends to feed on that. Cowboy ignoring all of that takes away McGregor's number one weapon.
Yeah.
So I think Cowboy in this situation, because like you said, it's a thinking man's game, I think Cowboy has the advantage.
So, okay, I like it. So you're going with Cowboy,
Yeah, I'm going to say Cowboy.
John?
Cowboy.
Yeah.
So,
Wait, what weight class are they? What weight class are they fighting at?
well, McGregor went up a class or two.
Because he went up like one or two classes. Because remember, McGregor fights in two classes normally. Did he go up a
He
third?
cut.
No, I don't think he went up a third. I'm not sure. I don't know.
So he
welterweight
did go
class.
up a third then.
Yeah.
This will be the third weight class that McGregor fights in. Yeah. So, ooh.
So he's fighting heavy.
And Cowboy fights at that,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
means
So they're fighting at 155.
So that's heavy for McGregor.
yes.
That's insane, right? So Donald Cerrone is 6'1", 155.
Well, it's
I'm
because
6'1", 255.
you gotta
and
remember,
he'd
dude.
still fuck me up.
Dude, you gotta remember though, they walk around at 200 pounds. They cut 50 pounds for that fucking
That's
fight.
nuts.
You know what I mean? And then the mass is still there.
Well, McGregor
You know,
might be
like-
at his normal weight then.
Yeah, but not
No.
his fighting weight.
He usually fights at what? At
Yeah.
lightweight, which is what?
Like 135.
He's fighting at his
140?
walk-around weight.
Yeah.
That's what? That's lightweight? And what's
Oh,
the other, what's
so
the other
there-
weight
he's-
class that he dropped in?
Oh, so he's only breaking up one.
Yeah.
That's not that bad. He's not fighting that heavy. He's like 5 pounds over.
Because he fights at 140 to 147.
No. He fights at 146 to 155.
So he's going. He's
Right. So he dropped a class
For this
for this fight.
oh, so he's fighting light.
big.
No, he's
Ooh.
usually bigger.
See, that I think gives McGregor a bit of an edge
I
too.
don't think so.
Yeah. I'm going to say, like, I guess I can relate more to Cowboy. I like his style. I like his personality. McGregor going into it with 2 losses now, or 3, 2 or 3, right? I don't remember. But
yeah.
I don't know. I think I want to watch it because I like watching McGregor fight. I don't think McGregor's going to come out on top. I don't know.
So that's 3 for Cowboy.
Yeah.
Where you at?
I'm a fan of Conor McGregor. I'll say it. I think maybe it's just my Irish roots, and maybe a little partial to the man.
I didn't say I wasn't a fan.
All right.
I just
Like,
don't think he has the advantage.
But I think in this particular fight, I think I'm with you guys. I think I'm with Cowboy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think Cowboy's going to take this gay porn.
I think
rodeo.
Cowboy is a different.
Hey,
he's younger. He's hungrier. I think he's going to take him.
Justin, can you find the Vegas odds on this fight? I want to see who's favored. I don't know.
Well, I'm kind of disappointed that we all agreed. Because
Yeah,
I was
but then we could also all be wrong.
No, I know that, but if we didn't agree, then we
Are you
could
going
have
to try
bet
and
something.
you're going to try and put a bet on it?
No, yeah, but
It'd be a tough one for me to bet on, just because
Yeah.
I think it's going to be close.
I'm betting against Connor because I bet for him and he fucking lost. So
Yeah.
I'm not doing that again.
That fucking jacked me too. Yeah, I did. I
that's
lost on that one too.
$100 in Vegas, and I had good odds because I bet
So-
fucking way before that fight.
Yeah.
Like it was like 6 months before.
You
the
guys
fight.
reminded me of something with Mayweather. If you want to see some fucking comedy gold, go to Instagram and go to 50 Cent's Instagram.
Oh Jesus.
50 Cent likes talking shit to Conor or to Floyd Mayweather so much. He'll be like, he's the greatest fighter in the fucking world. Da 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 da. Hey, somebody read this to him. Shit like that. Like, he'll say shit like
I've
that.
seen that.
Or he'll be like, it was one thing like I'll give you like $100,000 if you could fucking read 1 page of Harry Potter without making a mistake. Shit like that.
Holy
Like,
shit.
like 50 Cent is fucking savage as shit
You know,
at him.
there's a
so
lot of
fucking
people
funny.
that I don't think could do that.
I don't think I could do it.
Harry Potter's probably tough.
No, just read a page of something and not fuck it up. Like
McGregor's favored? Okay.
people just don't read anymore. I mean, unless it's a meme on social media.
McGregor usually is favored on the
I
books.
read. I love to read.
No.
Well, a lot of
Keeps you
people
sharp.
don't read. Those fucking ice buckets are fake.
I read a ton of audiobooks.
This thing's money.
Do you?
Yeah.
Just fucking library.
I fly through audiobooks.
yeah.
Love reading.
I'm actually no. I'm with you. I'm a huge fan of audiobooks.
He gets the books are so good he can see them with his ears.
Yeah. It's awesome.
I'm actually a huge fan of audiobooks, and I tend to listen to that in the car instead of music and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I tend to listen to books, but
So we talked about some fighting tonight.
we did.
Who's got a good Sono shit story
For fighting.
about fighting?
We've done that before.
Jesus. We did. Because I think I talked about when we stopped traffic in
Yeah, because I talked
Nashville.
about my buddy from high school fucking braining people with pool balls with his
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
pitching arm and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
We talked about. I think that's where we came up with
Yeah.
the unmentionable move.
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh yeah.
I talked about my high school fight where the guy took his leather jacket halfway off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What There is a pretty. I got a funny one that I'll talk about.
Okay.
It was while I was in the military too. It was we were doing.
Surprise.
We were doing PT one morning. It was against Man, one of the guys in the platoon.
Oh.
Man was a large gentleman,
Strong.
strong as fuck. I have pictures of him with 4 guys on his back.
Jesus
and he's
Christ.
walking around like and they're fucking 200-pound dudes. The guy's insane. But so we were up
That's
in
a lot
West
of
Point.
man.
Yeah, we were up in West Point, and we were
That
doing
man's a lot of man.
grappling. You know, we did PT one morning, and then we were running some grappling drills for like a half hour before we got done. And man, he was a pretty decent grappler. His biggest way of winning was he just got on top of you, and he was so fucking heavy you couldn't move him,
Heavy
no matter
and
what
strong.
you tried to do. And he had technique, he had skill, he had strength, and he knew once he got on top of you that you couldn't get out. And he wouldn't put you in a move. He would just sit there.
Just lay on you.
Yeah, and it made me so fucking mad. Like I literally like rage strength him off me, and then fucking walk back to the barracks. I'm like, "Fuck you! I'm fucking done. I'm not doing this any fucking more." I just laid there for 5 minutes struggling underneath this dude. This bullshit. Like in real world, I would already been dead. Yeah, that wasn't really that funny. Sorry.
Well, I just didn't expect you to finish so quick.
All right. I got an Okinawa story.
Story of my life.
You know what?
I got an Okinawa story.
Oh, an Okinawa story. Here we go.
Now Okinawa. This one does not involve produce
That's
of any
it's a
sort.
good start.
It involves tacos, actually.
Well, there's produce.
So did the last story.
So
But there's produce.
Touche.
A banana taco.
So my favorite taco place in the planet. I lived in Southern California for 10 years. I live here in Texas. And my favorite tacos I've ever had are in Okinawa at a place called King Taco, which I'm not even sure if it was actually beef. Like, I don't know where the fuck. I didn't see any cows over there.
cat.
It might have been. They were fucking delicious.
Did they also-
It doesn't matter what it was.
There's
Did
no
they-
reason it was
Did they
good.
also serve soup?
They did not.
Oh, so it could have been fucking taco.
That'd have been good. Maybe there's one of those Vietnam. So I'm standing in line.
Why isn't that a thing?
Right?
That needs to be a chain all across the United States.
Fucking soup and tacos.
Soup and tacos. Fucking.
Do you know how many UGG-wearing white girls you'd have just lined up to come fucking eat at your restaurant?
Imagine the social media campaigns they could
Oh,
run.
man.
Whoever
good.
takes this and fucking runs with it, we want to cut.
Right?
Give us
Yeah,
fucking money.
fucking if I see this
Or
shit
just give
pop
us some
up,
fucking tacos.
I just want some fucking tacos.
Yeah. You better sponsor this motherfucker.
fucking tacos, give us your money.
So I'm standing in line, and I'm with a buddy of mine, and this dude walks up, black guy, Marine, drunk as fuck, walks up and he goes, "Hey," and he's fucking hammered. And I turn around and I'm like, "What's up, dude?" And he just pulls his dick out. He's like, "Fuck you." And I'm like, so without a word, I just fucking whap, just fucking punch this guy in the face, and he goes to POA and just fucking timber falls on the ground. Dick's still out.
There's two thuds, him hitting the ground, then his dick following.
Fucking, you know what? Actually, this is when I learned that shit's a myth, because this dude was not packing, all right? I don't know if he was mixed or what, but
So it wasn't the dude outside my
it
apartment.
was not the dude outside your apartment. Definitely not. But he's still laying there, dick out, fucking out cold in the middle of the street. And I'm like, and my boy's like, "I can't believe that just fucking happened." And I'm like, "What the fuck, man?" I was like, "What the hell was that about?" And he's like, "I don't know." And I was like, "So tacos?" And he's like, "Yeah." So we continue to stand in line and get our tacos. And like the shore patrol or the MPs or whoever, like they were out walking around, they fucking see this guy and they're like, "What the fuck happened?" I was like, "I don't know, but you should put his dick away." I was like, "That's inappropriate." And my boys tried not to laugh.
Has anybody else picked up on the trend that about half of Mikey's stories end up with either another man's dick out or his dick out?
There are some. There's not half, but there's a percentage. There's a percentage
Well,
there.
the other half you just haven't told us yet.
Well,
Like, you've gotten in a lot of fights that involved somebody's dick being out.
I've gotten in two.
Imagine the stories that don't involve a fight, but just involve the dick being out.
Well, I think we're all in the military, man. Like, I think we could all tell
Yeah.
those stories.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of dick out confrontation in Mikey's life.
It happened twice. Once was my own, and once was this gentleman's. Yeah, I think.
Did you ever tell a story about
I think
your
that's
own?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. When
That's
I
where
threw
he was trying to fucking-
when I threw the cup of piss.
Yeah. Yep.
The cup of piss story. Yeah.
If you are wondering what he's talking about, go back and listen.
Yeah.
Yep, you have
If
to
you're
go
new
back.
to this, series,
Which we noticed actually, we have a lot of new listeners, not a lot of new downloads. Welcome to the shit show.
yeah,
And we
fuck.
appreciate you. And those of you who have been sharing us out, we appreciate you a lot. Yeah. Sorry, we're not better at this. But we have
I'm gonna-
never been
we
fucking.
prefaced this
I'm
by
gonna-
saying
I'm
we're
prefaced it.
fucking mediocre.
sorry.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm not sorry.
Mediocre at best.
Because for it to be any better, it would require effort. And let's face it, if we were still into effort, all of us would have like kept the uniform on.
Nah. I think I put in more effort in life now that I
Yeah, right.
don't.
So much shit was just solved for you.
Well, it was the simplest job in the world.
Be here at this time,
Yeah.
eat this,
Here,
shoot that.
Show
Like,
up.
it was-
Show up here at this time. Wear this, and you're gonna do that.
Yeah,
Fucking Roger that. No problem.
it's fucking easy.
This tequila needs a little salt
Yeah.
on the rim, like a
You
margarita.
got
I'm
some
gonna
on
leave
your,
that-
you
I'm
got
gonna
some on
leave
your
that
shoulder there, Grandpa. A little salt. Oh, that's dandruff. Never mind.
Yeah.
A little salty.
A little
I thought you
salty.
were saying he was a little salty.
A little salty. That's what I was
Yeah,
going
it's
for.
a
Yeah.
little fucking salty. Yeah.
A little salty.
So
Well,
what
shit, boys.
What are we smoking? Who's
What are we
smoking
smoking? I am with the Field 50. I mixed it. I'm continuing to mix it up.
Nice.
I really like this cigar. It's like this was like the first one that I really got into with Warfighter, and I haven't had one in a while.
Yeah.
And I know this is what you guys. No, you guys use your Minutemen in the Garrison version.
Yeah.
But
So our 50 Field's a medium-bodied Maduro.
I like it.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking smooth as shit. It's nice.
You get all the good Maduro flavors, just not the big nicotine punch on the back end.
Yeah. What's nice about that Maduro is that could literally be a.
It's an everyday cigar. Like, you can smoke this every fucking day.
Boys.
What?
Boys.
Uh-oh.
What do we got?
The production team has just given me a bit of information.
I didn't do it.
In Austin, Texas,
Definitely didn't do
there
it.
is a straightforward Vietnamese eatery called Pho King Restaurant.
Yeah, I knew about that.
Yeah.
I knew about that.
So
So,
I'm just saying, if we were gonna go, we could go have some pho and go to the Yellow Rose.
Sounds
God
like a
damn
fucking
it.
good time.
that sounds, yeah. That sounds so
know.
king fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we could go get some pho and then see some tacos.
There's another little Asian place right around the corner from here called Aw Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw,
See that?
dang.
Yeah,
Aw,
yeah,
dang.
yeah. Aw,
Aw,
dang.
dang.
Aw Dang.
And then what's the one in the forum? It's a dong. A dong.
Hey, dong. Which is right
Have you
next
noticed
to,
that? All right,
CC's.
so the street that Warfighter Tobacco's headquarters sits on is Farm to Market 3009. And at the end of 3009, next to the fucking Starbucks that's down there, have you
Yeah.
noticed the faux place that's there? The
Yeah.
pho place, rather?
Yep.
Have you noticed the name of it?
Yeah.
It's 3
Pho.
Fubble 09. And I was just like, God damn, I'm proud of you for that.
Yeah, that's effort.
Like, that's fucking...
you thought about that.
Yeah, right?
A
Like,
lot.
like,
Well, 'cause they
like
call it
fucking nailed it,
They
man.
call
Like,
it 3009.
yeah. Because, yeah.
3
Fubble 09. 3 Fubble
09.
09.
Yeah.
And I was like, God, fucking proud.
Yeah.
It was like, man, sometimes you see it and you're just like, they got it.
I have
perfect name.
something I want to
It's
bring
hard
up
to franchise that one,
because
though.
I think it's important to talk about, especially with our community, and it's something that we kind of joked about offline. Like we didn't talk about it on the show. We didn't joke about that.
Oh. I thought I did.
No, one of our
probably
episodes.
definitely did.
One of our episodes got suicided, but no. Yesterday, the governor of Virginia declared
Oh,
a state of
Jesus.
emergency.
That fucking
Because
tool
he's a
bag.
bitch.
What a pussy. Like, what a
Declared a
pussy.
state of emergency because on Monday there is an organized pro-gun rally
Yeah.
on the Capitol.
And if any of you organized guys do anything fucking stupid to fuck up this
Yeah.
goddamn...
I think we have to preface the
Yeah.
conversation that we're about to have with that.
Yes.
Is you are there to support you're there for 2A.
You're there
Which is
for- you're
part
there
of
for
the
something-
Represent a good part of the goddamn community.
Which is part of the Bill of Rights.
You're representing something much larger than yourself.
Yeah.
Don't be
But
a
the other
douchebag.
thing I want to reinforce, if you were listening to this and you were fucking going, you were there to support the Second Amendment, which is part of the Bill of Rights. And one of the other Bill of Rights we have, one of the other rights that we have in this country is the right to peaceably assemble.
Yep.
So, if you are going to go for the purposes of arguing for one of the rights, then you have to respect the other. You have the right to peaceably assemble. So if you were going to go and peaceably assemble, by all means, show up in numbers, make your voice heard, but do it within the confines of the law because that's what we are arguing for. That one of those laws is actually not a right we are given. It is a law that restricts what the government can tell you can and can't do. But if we're going to argue for that one, then we have to hold the others just as important.
Yeah.
I agree with that. We are a country
So-
of laws.
Yeah.
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 We are a
Like the
country of
fifth.
laws, and one of those is the right to peaceably assemble. So peaceably assemble, but go kick some ass with your words. Like, go and be heard.
I plead the fifth.
So listen here,
I know my
3%ers.
rights.
Yeah.
This is what we're talking about, you 3%ers out there.
Yeah, they're like, oh, fucking, I'm going for that. No, fuck
No,
off.
fucking don't.
Like-
You know what? We're better off if you don't even fucking show.
Yep.
All right? We want responsible people to show up, set
Go
a
back
good
to your-
example,
Go back to your fucking dark web fucking...
and well represent us.
Go back to your fucking dark web forum and fucking yell at each other and...
Now, I'm sure
Whatever,
the 3
yeah.
percenters have about 3% of their own population that are shitheads, and some of them are
Yeah.
probably
Yeah,
good
there's
dudes.
always a 10%.
Yeah.
And I get that.
It-
But
yeah.
police your fucking own.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know what I
Act-
mean?
and like Mikey said before, act like you've been there.
Yeah. Act like you've been there. Set a good example for those of us in the community that are with you, 100% with you. We feel that you are fucking being the victim of tyranny.
Yep.
And I'm 100% with you, Virginia. I think that you're getting fucked. And I think that showing up like an asshole will only make matters worse.
It'll prove their points.
And you have a pussy-ass governor who, how the fuck did this dude get away with doing blackface and he's still the governor?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? That's why he's doing this shit.
Democrats.
That's why he's doing this shit, though, because they were so angry at him because he's clearly racist as fuck, you know, and they were so fucking angry at him that he decided, I'm going to take guns away because they're fucking passionate about that.
Are you racist?
It's a fucking pandering move.
Yeah, I don't know if you're racist.
Let's
for
go down.
blackface.
Yeah, are you racist if you
Dress up?
dress up as blackface? And I didn't even know blackface was a thing until like what 2 years ago.
You know,
Before that, it was like, oh,
So-
that dude dressed up for Halloween.
No,
this morning I watched it.
Do you know where it comes from?
No.
So the idea behind blackface was the fact that in order to put them into theater and then movies and all that kind of stuff, black people were not allowed to perform. And so it was white actors in blackface putting forward a uneducated,
So Hollywood
dithering kind of
are
Terrible.
pedophile racists.
yeah. So, but that's where blackface comes from. So you just no, I painted my face black to be, no, you can't fucking do that. Like
So,
there is no
if I dress
there is
up-
no taking blackface
What
back.
if I
like,
dress
that's-
up as
that's
Michael
not
Unless
a-
you're Robert
Jackson,
Downey
like-
Jr.,
What if I dressed up as Michael
Unless
Jackson?
you're Robert Downey Jr.
Pre 1990.
who somehow got away with it. And I just
But
watched this morning. He
because
was on Rogan, and he talked
in that
about
movie,
this.
they literally make fun of the fact that he did it. Like
Yeah.
the whole idea behind that was Hollywood actors thinking they can get away with it, and then in it does it, and they have a legitimate black actor
Yeah.
call him out on it.
Yeah.
Like, so they rolled it into it. That satirical piece that was
Okay.
written.
So how did fucking Dave Chappelle get away with dressing up like the KKK then?
Because he's Dave Chappelle. He's the funniest motherfucker on the planet, arguably.
But a lot of that, though, you have to, again, it's the application of it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you guys see that Dave Chappelle endorsed a person running for the Democratic presidential nomination?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's a Democrat. He's he's definitely a Dem, but he's not.
He's also a gun-toting dim.
He is. I would say he's
He's
a Democrat.
he's more-
He's not a leftist.
He's more classically
Yes.
Democrat
He's a
than he
Democrat.
is-
He's not a
let's
leftist.
not get off topic here. So,
Yeah, but
if
anyways.
I were to want to dress up like Tigger, could I not paint myself orange?
Well, no, because then people would call you a fucking Trump hater.
Right?
But
You'd
wait
be
a minute.
a
So you want
anti-Trumper.
to dress up as a fantastical creature?
Yes, Tigger.
You know the wonderful thing
Winnie
about
the Pooh,
Tiggers?
Tigger. What?
Tigers are wonderful things. The tops
So-
are made out of rubber.
So, but if I'm trying to,
The bottoms are
if
made
I'm
out of
trying
springs.
to, okay, like,
Are you doing it for the purposes of disparaging Tigger?
No.
Then yeah, you can do it all day.
Okay, but
Most wonderful thing
so a
about
lot of
Tiggers
these
is
people
I'm the only one.
It was for the purposes
I am-
of disparaging a race.
back in the day, but I'm ignorant to this right now. If people were to dress up as blackface, like some of these people that did, right? Is it because they were literally trying to disparage black people?
Yes.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Just hands down.
Yeah.
If you put black paint on your face, you're disparaging black people.
There's a difference between painting yourself black and wearing blackface.
Well, I don't get it.
I remember
I'm
in
way
SOY.
out of this.
That's because
We
you're
were
not
cami
inherently a
painting.
racist. So you don't understand.
In SOY
Like,
one
it's
time, we
really
were
hard to understand
cami painting
racists
up, and one of
when
my
you're
black
not
friends looked at this
racist.
shit and was like, what the fuck?
Like, as weird as that, like,
Yeah.
if you really think about it, it's really hard to understand racists when you're not racist. Because you just kind of look at it and be like, I don't fucking get it. Like,
No,
I just,
I think
it doesn't
I understand
click,
exactly what you
right?
just said, but if I don't understand that, and you decide, or the general population that thinks that way decides that that is a racist thing, why is it all of a sudden that now it doesn't matter what the context around the situation is, it's automatically, oh, that guy's a fucking racist. No,
Well,
that
it's
guy
like-
dressed up for Halloween.
Yeah. If you're
Like,
it-
his
like-
intention had nothing to do
in
with
19
what that meant in the 50s or whenever the fuck this happened.
in 1989 your 12-year-old son emulated Michael Jackson and wanted to dress up like Michael Jackson, or not Michael Jackson, say Michael Jordan. Emulated Michael Jordan, wants to dress up like Michael Jordan and paints himself black. Is that
Fuck, we all emulated Michael Jordan.
You know
We
how
all
many
love
people
that
did
guy.
that?
But
Space
is that a
Jam?
racist thing, or is it like, I mean, I don't know. Is it?
I don't know, that's a good point.
Is that 11-year-old kid that wanted to be Michael Jordan for Halloween a fucking racist? if he ever becomes a governor and they pull up this fucking picture of him dressed up like a
Well, like how many kids played Cowboys and Indians when they were kids?
yeah, I mean,
You know
can
what
you
I mean?
not dress up like an Indian?
Now you can't, apparently.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's
No,
just
I hear
weird.
what
used
you're-
to dress up as a
that's a fair
pirate.
point.
I get it.
That's a fair point.
But again, it's intent.
I used to
Well, I know
dress up
it's-
as a
that's
pirate.
my point. Is it's intent.
What does that mean?
Okay, so,
So
what was the
all-
governor's intent?
I don't know. I didn't see the thing.
he
Mikey?
dressed up at a fucking Halloween party
As what?
in blackface as a black guy.
Like, but there was no certain black guy he
Yeah,
dressed
was
up
it like
as.
a-
or-
I don't think
character?
so. I don't think so.
He was just, I'm a black dude for Halloween.
I don't think so. I don't think he ever addressed it. I just know
Right,
that there
but
was
his
fucking
blackface was the whole like cartoon-sized lips, the white circles around the eyes. Like it was literally a copy of what they used to do in order to despair. Like this was
Okay.
not a.
yeah.
I get it.
This was not a. Oh,
This wasn't. I used too much Tanner blackface. This was fucking.
And this was not like I showed up as Barack Obama. Like this was.
What about the bodybuilders who are almost always
Nah, that's different.
near black?
That's different.
Just
They're
brings
not
out
even
more
a color.
definition.
I don't even know what color. that is.
That's like bronze.
It's
All
not.
right? It's weird, man.
Anyways,
That's like
the whole
Donald
reason I
Trump,
brought this
but
conversation
45 minutes
up
too long in the
was
tanning bed.
I wanted to point out. I did want to preface it by, like you said, be responsible when you go to this
Yeah.
rally and all that
Back
kind
to
of
the
stuff.
gun thing.
Because they made it a
jeez.
so they've made the Capitol a gun-free zone.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
just flat
state
out
of
said
emergency because
it's state of emergency because there's a pro-gun rally. So now you can't have any weapons at the Capitol and da 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 da. Which I find interesting because security there is gonna have weapons, but whatever.
but they're not allowed to.
So here's what I'm curious about. What do we think happens if the Boogaloo kicks off?
So we're supposed to link up with somebody at next week at SHOT Show, but he also prefaced that he's more than welcome to hang out and do whatever as long as he survives the 20th in Virginia.
That's what he said.
And now he's not bringing guns. He's not gonna. He's that responsible fucking dude.
Sure. Well, all of us here are too. Like, if we
know.
were going to go to a pro-gun rally, I don't think anybody in this room would go.
The
and act
biggest
a
thing,
fucking idiot.
the biggest
about
thing
it.
that I'd
No,
be
I don't
worried
think-
about if I was going to that pro-gun rally in Virginia
is other people.
No, is people that are paid
Yes.
to go start shit
Yeah.
Yep.
that
I agree.
the other side funded
Yep.
just to be like, look what happened.
Yep.
You know,
Well,
like if I
it's
could
like
fucking prove that fucking money went from your pocket to that fucking person, because I know you washed it through a million fucking people, so nobody can trace it.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Well, like, I find it really interesting that all of a sudden there's a state of emergency because just his office found violence-associated rhetoric in regards to the rally.
But wasn't it? Didn't
Yeah.
they find
But
it?
they
on, like,
never released where the fuck any of
No,
this
didn't
shit
they say
came
it
from.
came from the fucking Facebook event?
No.
Because they had so many people that said they were going to show up, and some of the comment threads that were in there, wasn't that something to do with that?
Probably.
Because
So they said it
Did
was.
they-
They said it was heavily reflective of the type of rhetoric that was being used before Charlottesville.
but didn't they?
Because all you need is one fucking asshole,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
to fucking get on there and be like,
Did nobody remember what
Out of my
happened?
cold,
to
dead
fucking
hands,
Storm
fucking-
Area 51.
Yeah.
Oh, right, that's right. Nothing fucking
Yeah.
happened.
300 people showed up in the desert and threw glow sticks at each other.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's just lame Burning Man.
really lame, like a Burning Man full of
What a
virgins.
fucking way
It's
to
Burning Man where no one got laid.
And no drugs.
What a way to
With no,
fail at
drugs, yeah.
capitalizing a fucking amazing idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I find it interesting that
I implore them
information
to not
was.
be douchebags.
But then, so like I haven't gone to the event page or like read about the rally, like read any of the rally organization stuff or whatever. I would be really interested to see if there was any self-regulation that happened on that page. Like if you went and looked, and if that's really where it came from, it was just on a Facebook page. So some fucking keyboard warrior got on there and decided they were going to act hard on Facebook.
Yeah, and
I would
everybody
be
else is
really
like, "Fuck
curious
you,
if the
bro.
other
Sit
people
down."
on there were like, if this is what you plan to do, you can keep your happy ass at home.
Yeah, stay in your mom's basement.
And I hope
Yeah.
they did. I hope they did.
And
I hope
have a
somebody
feeling
had
it
the good
probably
sense
did.
to fucking do that.
Because I know if like I know for a fact if you were on that page and somebody said some shit like that, you could be like, you keep your happy ass in your mom's basement, like he just said. You don't need to fucking be
Yeah,
here.
it's not like the event
Because-
is sponsored by High Point. I mean, it'll be okay.
You know,
Hey,
it
if
might
it
be
was,
better
it probably
if it
wouldn't
was.
work.
Right? Everyone's bringing guns. None of them are functional.
High Point, keep your money.
Yeah. Mainly because I want my show to keep working.
I love getting text messages from Billy Howell of Horse Soldier.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm working it, boys. I'm working it. Horse Soldier, your product's awesome. Billy, what's up?
Fuck yeah, it is.
No.
My local liquor store is out of Horse Soldier right now.
I am fixing that for
Specs has
us.
more.
Yeah. No, they're gonna get more, but I went in
So,
there 2 days ago and I was like,
Back
hey,
to my
guys.
question.
Yeah.
In the situation that a boogaloo did happen, now I'm not. Let's just take away
Isn't
Virginia.
it? So now that we're getting like
It would be-
politically
just
correct
take
on
away
certain
Virginia.
things, isn't it actually called a big igloo now for search word terms?
Oh, so you can find information on it? or
No,
whatever?
because I guess people were saying that they were getting flagged if they were posting boogaloo
whatever.
or throttled or whatever
Well,
the fuck.
so
So then they started calling
Justin,
it the big
don't put
igloo.
boogaloo in the title of this show.
Yeah, the big igloo.
So, okay, fine. Let's say a big igloo popped off, and
I
in
bring
the
sled
state
dogs?
of what the fuck, Nebraska. It's a fake state. The fuck are you looking at me for?
Yeah. It's
This
fictitious.
wouldn't happen.
Right. So let's say a big igloo happened.
What
do you
the
do?
fuck's the definition of big igloo here? Like, what?
big
I don't
The
like the
official
term.
dance of freedom.
It's the official dance of freedom.
Yeah. Okay. So if
You want to
so
know? Can I give you the?
one-
Let me give you the
one-
Freedom Friends definition.
No. One, okay. Go ahead.
So the Freedom Friends definition of the boogaloo happening, especially if it goes off in Virginia, is the four of us getting red-eye fucking flights to Virginia, and we're getting fucking all tacked out with fucking peltors and a fucking
Throat mic.
and we are doing live fucking broadcasts from whatever the fuck kind of engagement is going on.
So my question though is, if it kicks off in Virginia, I would be more like confused as to
Live for your die.
was it started by
New
some
Hampshire.
moron,
That's New Hampshire.
or
Sic
was
Semper Tyrannis is Virginia.
like what? How did it kick off? Like, I say we got to keep it as diplomatically as we can, for as long as we can, but once it happens, and you partake in it, you're gonna be the bad guy until you win.
Yeah,
like it's
totally agree.
It's not
Yeah, it's true.
It's not gonna be an easy fight.
Look, it is my opinion that
there's no clear winning. I
No.
want everybody to understand that nobody wins in that fight.
Nobody wins.
You know what I mean? There's better ways.
all it's
to
we
go
tried
down
this
that
on
road.
for size once. It did not go well.
All it's gonna do is give
Back
them
in the
more
day?
ammunition
Yeah.
for
It went
more
great
regulation.
It went great for us now.
Sure. What
But at
we
the
have as a
time-
country now,
Yeah, but at the time,
it did not go well.
they were 100% committed to the point of my family is probably not going to live through this.
Yeah.
Where I guarantee that 99.9% of the people that are going to show up in Virginia don't have that level of commitment.
They don't.
No.
They don't. They're like, I'm all about this. Oh, wait, you went to my house? No. We can't do this. I can't believe they went to my... No, bro. Like,
It's a no-win situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And that's why I think the
hard, man.
theoretical's all fun to talk about, and it's great to sound like you've got the big swinging dick online.
I think the answer
but
is you lose all of your guns in boating accidents, and they're found once it's obvious that there's no turning back.
I actually just lost all mine in a boating accident.
yeah, mine all tragically.
I know.
Well,
it's crazy.
I was with Mike.
Yeah, we were
went out
down in
fishing
Corpus,
and fucking
deep sea fishing, and they
Yeah,
all
so
just
lost them
John,
all.
John and I.
Remember when I borrowed all your guns too?
No,
They all went.
No, John and I, we got this John boat. We went fishing the other day too, and
Yeah.
John's like, you know what? We should probably bring our safe full of guns. I thought it was a good idea.
yeah. So
Yeah.
put it in
We
the boat.
Put it in the boat.
Never know if you need it.
God damn it, we got about 100 feet out, and that whole fucking shit sunk.
I was bailing like a motherfucker,
That's
too.
ridiculous.
It just... the water going out versus the water coming in.
Yeah.
The math
It
didn't
was
work.
just too much. Yeah.
Yep.
Buoyancy problems.
I don't even remember what lake we were on.
Well, and that, and
Yeah.
luckily we brought Kira. She saved us.
I know she did.
Yeah, yeah.
She's fucking damn good.
all I have now is a flamethrower.
Yeah.
That would be useful.
Yeah, for
Until-
about 45 seconds, and then it's like, shit, hold on, I gotta make some more fuel. I gotta-
You know, it'll be like the Revolutionary War, except you're not reloading a musket, you're reloading a flamethrower.
oh my god, could you imagine just
Have like
line
an A
on
gunner
line
with fucking
flamethrower
jugs of
combat?
fucking fuel. You just got
I
like
need more
your
fuel!
A gunners just running with a 5-gallon jug.
So I just want you to imagine like Mel Gibson's The Patriot, right? But instead of like line on line combat with muskets, it's just like a 50-man front of just flamethrowers
So I'm imagining
on
this.
each side.
Not a
I'm-
problem
I'm-
in front of you anymore.
I'm-
Whatever
I'm-
was there, it's not there.
I'm imagining
there
this with a Braveheart twist.
No, I'm imagining the flamethrower front, right? And we all fucking and they were like 150
Don't wear
yards.
shorts.
Yeah.
And then they just all shoot us down and we're fucking ready.
Just like, that looked really cool.
You almost scared us.
Just outside of range. Shit.
Yeah.
God damn it, Jimmy. You fucking went too early.
Man.
Flamethrowers are definitely one of those, like, you can't fire till you can smell them.
I'm going to hold my sword in the air and I'm going to yell, hold, hold, hold.
No! Fuck.
Sorry, I
But
miscalculated,
Mikey and I
guys.
learned that if you are anywhere other than directly behind that flamethrower,
Yeah.
it's not good.
Even
Yeah.
when you're directly behind it,
Do
It's
not
still
wear
hot as
it's a
shorts.
little
fuck.
warm.
Do not
you-
wear shorts.
No.
Could you imagine
No.
being behind a line of that?
I did it in American flag silkies.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I realized, but I didn't tell nobody. You gotta act like tough, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, that was great.
I
That was
tried
awesome.
to.
I'm like, oh,
I
fuck,
tried
no
to
way.
for that video,
He's like,
and I got through most of the take, and then I was like, God, fuck.
have you ever put a hot dog in the microwave too long
Yeah.
and it cracks?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what John figured out when he went home. Like, God damn it.
They took the shorts off. I'm like, fuck.
Just a blown out dick. Looks like one of those cartoon exploding cigars.
That's gonna take forever to heal.
If I got any fucking electrical tape, I gotta fuck try to fix this.
Talking to your girlfriend, you're like, babe,
I know.
it happened again.
I got
I need
duct tape and
popsicle
popsicle
sticks.
sticks.
I need some super glue.
We got problems.
I'm out of commission for the foreseeing future.
Oh,
Well, fuck, boys.
But for a while, it's gonna look
Yeah.
brand new in the crate.
I think we've learned a lot tonight. What do you think?
I don't know if we've learned a damn thing.
Shit, I don't think we've learned a fucking thing.
Can you No, I'm not. No.
I think what we've established is cowboys are better fighters. Don't be stupid with your civil rights. Always stand immediately behind a flamethrower and nowhere else,
Act like you've been there.
and act like you've been there.
Yeah.
So,
Don't pull your dick out in a taco line.
Yeah,
That's
don't pull your
weird.
dick out in a taco line. And
Oh, it depends on the taco line.
fair point.
That's fair. That's fair.
You can be selective of the taco line you pull your junk out in.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Just as long as you're first in line, or last if
true.
you're Mikey.
Hey.
So on that, as always, I would like to thank you, fine gentlemen, for being my freedom friends.
Absolutely, fellas.
And this tequila is
Oh,
delicious,
this
by the
tequila's
way.
delicious.
So is this vodka.
So if you're joining us for the first time after some of you guys that just found us, hey, we fucking appreciate it.
We do.
So like, share, subscribe,
And-
send it out.
Go back and listen to what would happen if we all went to jail. Cause
That was a pretty good
good.
episode.
Yeah.
And like, share, subscribe, and if you're hearing any stories that spark something in you, or hey, if you have some of the so no shit stories that we love to tell here, send them in. We'll be happy to
Yeah.
read them on air.
Freedomfriendspodcast
it's
at
good enough,
gmail.com.
And if you didn't give us enough detail, we'll fill it in for you.
We might even act it out.
Yeah, we might
Yeah.
even act it
Never
out.
know.
So
Never know.
until then, you can find us on all the social media platforms, and I believe most of these also air on YouTube if it's not being fucky, which
Yes,
it
sir.
does from time to time.
Yeah,
so,
YouTube's its own bitch.
yeah. So other than that, from all of us here at the Freedom Friends and to all of you beautiful Freedom Friends out there, we'd like to encourage you to smoke on, drink on, and gentlemen,
Freedom,
Freedom
the
the
fuck
fuck
on.
till next time, guys.
Keep
Laters.
it holstered.